I am a versatile coach that can adjust to any type of environment and situation. I can be strict sometimes, and I can incorporate fun during training because gymnastics is hard. So you cannot always be serious. They said, and I think I'm a motivator. So oftentimes athletes tend to feel tired and lazy. So I make sure they're motivated by reminding them of our strategies in achieving their goals, and make sure that they're in the right track. Most of the time, athlete needs encouragement kasi by letting them realize that they've been physically and preparing for the longest time to do whatever skill is required without fear and without hesitation. I think I'm a nurturing coach too. There are different types of athletes, which requires different approach in handling them emotionally and psychologically. I just train athletes to become great competitors, but also train them to become a good person of good moral character. So I always remind them how they should present themselves in public as our national athletes, and how they should handle themselves in front of people and in social media. So sometimes my athlete's personal problem are my problems too. So we got to relate. I got to relate to them. So I give them advice to ensure that they have the best outcome on whatever decision they will make. Lahat yun. So you have to be motivator, ganyan. And you have to be versatile in such stages nga na I am telling you na merong mga batang isip. So there are times that if you see them having a hard time and almost there giving up, now that's the time you come in, and then you, especially the stage nung mga um, 11 to 14 years old, medyo playful ka ng konti, mga ganyan, joke time. You just get into what is yung anong uso. So, parang I have to put my shoes in them. So, kung ito yung stage nila, so I have to um, get along with them. Same level of thinking, ganon. And then, doon na papasok na lahat yung motivation and everything. So far, using these characters or qualities, I got to take care of the present national team ever since they started. They started it at a young age pa, mga 11 and 12 years old. Now they are graduates, and still they're there, not because they are my favorites, but they really love the sport and try to give themselves the best out of themselves just to stay in the national team and give honor to the country. And that's it. Mid-March, the government announced that there will be a community quarantine for 14 days in Metro Manila. I thought that it was just a temporary setback and still gave us some, hope that we can make it to the World Championships by May. But days before the community quarantine ends, our president announced that a nationwide enhanced community quarantine. It was this moment that I felt the feeling of disappointment of our athletes and their dreams slowly. I'm getting emotional, fading away. This is where I got to experience my greatest challenge as a coach, where my leadership skills are most challenged. So I began to think of ways on how our national team standing strong and keeping their passion going on. So I started thinking of ways. So dumating yung time na most of the athletes have to go to the provinces and go back to their families because Rizal Memorial, our training facility, were used as quarantine facility. Okay, so most of them living in the dorm or condos around Rizal were forced to go back home. Syempre, the families are so worried about the situation, and we cannot do anything about it because anak nila yon. So, we thought of online trainings. Okay? Dumating pa yung time na I have to go to Facebook Live to do a cardiovascular endurance training to reach out to my athletes in the provinces and at the same time encourage others to be hopeful, stay fit, stay healthy at the same time, doing cardiovascular endurance training with us. So that's it. Although we cannot do everything because of limited space, internet connection is bad. So not all the time everybody's there. But then because of what we inculcated to them, that whatever happens to the connection during online training, go on with the program and that's it. And I'm happy to know that they are following our instructions. So that is the biggest, challenge in our career. Siguro hindi lang sa akin, siguro sa iba pang mga coaches, especially handling the elite ones. Kasi for us coaches, we cannot show that we are the first ones who is very, very, depressed, sad, and, all the negative words that could be present in this situation. We cannot be showing that to the athletes. So, because they are getting strength and fire from us, so we have to show them that we are fighting and we are hopeful and we are looking forward that one day this pandemic will go away. During training, madaming funny moments dyan. There was one girl na one of my athletes were being lifted and then suddenly when they dismount, one of them was lying on the floor. Tapos suddenly somebody's shouting, "Coach, coach, coach." I said, "Why? Coach, si ganito. Ano nangyari?" Naapakan niya yung buhok ng athlete ko. And it turned out, pagtingin na, nakalbo siya. Nakalbo siya sa batok. And everybody was, she was crying but she was laughing at the same time. Parang, hello, na apakan ako ni ganyan, nagdudugo yung batok ko just because of this thing, Tapos during stretching, okay, you have hyperflexibility or you have to be pushed by your coach and not naman to hurt you, you're spreading their legs apart, almost chest touching the floor. But then you will just see them, their tears are falling down from their eyes. Habang nagka-cry-cry sila doon, they are laughing. And then, coach, ang sakit-sakit, ganyan. So, those are some of funny moments and happy feelings na we have during training. Oh yes, of course, I'm very, very happy to be a coach of top athletes, and especially in aerobic gymnastics. There are only few people who are privileged to be in the position as a national coach. And it gives immeasurable pride to see these top players do well in their craft and whatever success they achieve also reflects the hard work and dedication that I inculcate. The biggest dream I have, or I always dreamed that one day aerobic gymnastics will be finally included in the next Olympics and be a part of it. And that's my biggest dream for my sport.